If I turn the mic on, it would be even better. Trust me, folks, what Dr. Z does every week is very hard. Trying to keep track of all this, and see if it's crashed is tough stuff. So, looks like you can hear me now. We'll see. Got myself some coffee. Iced coffee. And we're on our way. Is this still going? Hey, look, camera's still on. That's good. So today, among other things, we're going to be testing the stream. So there isn't a lot of viewers yet. So let's do something over here. See if this thing has figured this out. I may have to do this differently, because I don't know Restream.io, right? Is this even running? No. So I need to bring something else up. That's published. This can go hide. Now I need to pull up. Well, let's just not make this so big for now. Sorry about this, everybody. I'll probably edit this thing, take some of this garbage out before I leave it up. But I need to go to here. And see this. How this is going. And, well, I guess I'm not going to worry about that because that doesn't seem to be helpful. Alright. Anyway, this is what we're fixing today. Let me switch the cameras. This bugger. It's about 8 inches high, 4 or 5 inches across. And what it does, let's turn the camera over here a bit. What it does, has a very secure top here. You pop this open, and inside here, you got two. These are disposable. You got two of these things, and what happens is this part here is under a high gear ratio, a low gear ratio. I don't know, it's power gear ratio. It takes and it spins this and pushes it up into this, and any pills that are in here are crushed. So if you take that, let's put a Tylenol in there, right? Why not? Oh no. I could crush a few of these because I know she's going to use them eventually. Put a pill in there. Put this on the top. Do this. Turn it on. and then we usually use extra. Now, one pill at a time. See, it's kind of dogging there. One pill at a time, it's not bad. We usually crush about 3 or 4 at a time, so it will dog down more the more load you got. When you're done, you have powder. And I'm just going to set this to the side. You can see what happens. Without the glare, you can see what happens. In there, there's a bunch of powder. That was the pill. And now this we could put in some liquid and put it into the feeding tube. So that all works. Pack it up a little bit. This also set to the side. I got a couple of them here because we're going to do some testing, do some stuff. Now, normally this thing lasts, I don't know, a week. But lately it's been like every day we got to take it and we got to plug it in. Takes a little 18-volt charger. Plug it in. And the batteries are, let's turn it off. Batteries are here. All right. Oh, here. In the picture. Through all the work of programming this stupid thing, might as well keep it in the picture, right? So there's that. Let's tip this out. This is the battery pack that's in there. Now, I couldn't find the exact battery pack for this. So we're going to take this one apart and use the pieces from it. Come on. Should have this higher for this. Try to adjust the camera a little bit for this. Well, that's all right. Bear with me. There's that. It's just a spacer in there. A bunch of gunk in there. And you're crushing pills. Ends up to be messy. So here's the battery that's in there. Oh, here I can show you just what this device is. This is why I'm changing the battery. It's a $400 unit. We originally bought this on eBay used, and it was $200 used. I think we were competing with a drug dealer or something because the prices kept going up. But, you know, let's see what they are new, so. But I can be rich. I can get 3% back if I... Never mind. And then, so you see, this is $400, right? For another $30, you can get a bunch of these things. So, but trust me, this is a lot easier than trying to... If you're doing, you know, say, 4 pills twice a day, crushing this by hand is bad. And pills like sometimes vitamin C is really hard. Some of the painkillers are super hard. Ibuprofen is just awful. This just handles them, so it's awesome. The battery I'm going to use is this. I have 2 of them. I bought it this way because it looked like this was actually cheaper than the 12 volt thing that I had. So I have these links in this stuff if you're interested in it. So back to the desk. This is the battery pack that I'm taking out. Nickel metal hydride, 12 volts, 1500 mAh. These are supposed to be 2000 mAh. They're 6 volts, and they're going to go in parallel. So this cable has 4 wires. I believe there's I don't know, I'll have to look. I think there's a temperature sensor in here, though. Either way, we're going to cut it open to find out. If I don't cut myself in the first place. Alright, let's cut this open. Screen. Go all the way through here. Yeah, I'm not a football fan, so I decided to stream today. I understand it if you are. I used to be. Then football became politics on Sunday, and I didn't like that at all. So I haven't watched a football game in probably 5 years. And just as I suspected, I think. No? Oh yeah. That looks like a temperature sensor. So I think the whites are a temperature sensor, and the red and black are power. And here they have it. Yep. Plus to minus, and then plus to minus. So this is the positive, this is the negative, this should be the red. Yep. So this is a, what would you call it? 2S5P battery. And here I have a 1S5P battery. So we're going to cut this apart a little further. This temperature sensor is just going to get used as is. Just going to stick it in there next to the batteries. Let's cut some of this stuff out of here. These are nickel metal hydrides. They don't last forever. It's a little less delicate, I think. Oh, sorry, keep it frame here. Oh, I see. This is the temperature sensor. This is a Sirius safety fuse. Okay. This is the power. So let's keep this safe. Let's pop these off. Plus and minus. And let's see if we can incorporate this safety thing too. Let's see. I would guess that this is in series here. Let's see if I can cut myself. Cut myself. 1, 2, ready, go. Yo, Doc, how you doing? Working on placing some batteries in something today. Yeah, that's just in series. So if something shorts the battery and it becomes a before it becomes a hand grenade, this thing probably stops that. So I'm going to try to pop this off of here best I can and try to solder it in the new one. Let's weld it on there. Go. There we go. All right. So all we gotta do is put this in series with it somewhere. These are recycled. Here we have 2 batteries. So let's see what we got. I didn't charge them from the factory. We'll see if they should have a charge on it. I would assume. Voltage, DC, 12 volts. I don't know if I did it in there. Oh, here I can do it. See if I can short them out. 6 something volts. Okay, so working fine. So now I'm going to have to take these and kind of mount them together-ish, and I have to put these in series. And I have to put this in series with that. So, what you do to put these in series, I don't need these connectors. Boop, boop. And as weird as it seems, as much as you really don't want to do it, you take the positive of one and hook it to the negative of the other. So basically this will be a 6 volt source and this will be a 6 volt source. And you got to put these in series. So you take, so I'll take, this will be my positive out, this will be my negative out. I'm going to hook these 2 wires together. And then here to here I should get a 12 volt source. Now when you're working with batteries that you can't disconnect, you have to be careful because you can't turn the power off. So there's that. Now I'm going to strip that, fire up my, I think it's number 3. I just got to push my Tasmota thing 3 times. Yep. Get my soldering iron fired up to whatever. This iron I did a review on it a while back. Pretty nice. It's just buried in a pile of you know what back here. I got the big tip on, which is fine. I've used a big tip all my life. Big fat one. And what happened to the picture? That's awesome. Other screen. I must have bumped the mouse. That's better. Alright. Make sure this is fired up. Oh, I guess I wanted to turn it on, make it work. Guess that's how it is. It doesn't just automatically go on. I don't understand. Alright. This and this. I'm going to have to tin these off, so let's hook to this baby. Heat sink that thing too, maybe a little bit. I know the sponge is dry. All right. Let's tin these up. Oh yeah, that'll work fine. There. There. We'll tin these two. And it doesn't matter where in the circuit that current limit shunt safety switch goes. It can be anywhere as long as it's in series. So it's going to be in series between my two batteries, because that's where I already have to solder stuff. I can stop moving. That was smart. I can put it 100 miles in the air. There. I'm still relatively safe because I haven't stripped the other side of this. All right. There's that. But you know what? Since I'm an idiot, I can unsolder them again because I don't have any insulation on there. Oh boy. Let's try this. Got these on probably from AliExpress somewhere along the line. Half is enough. This. Now you can watch me unsolder it, so I can get the shrinky tube on. You guys should have told me. Hey, put some shrink tube on there. Now let's try that again. And like I said, don't matter which one goes where. It's basically a current fuse, it's not directional. Alright. So let's do that. Let's do that. I don't need 450. $200 is probably fine. Oh, that's fan speed. I'm just cooling off my soldering iron here. I mean my blower here a bit. All right. Yeah, well, I can count them. It's like every time. I can. It's harder for me to count the times I didn't screw it up. There we go. All right. So now we have a 12-volt battery here. these will end up getting stuck in the thing. And now let's prep this and maybe put some heat shrink on it. What do you think? Should I just do it twice again? You want to see that? You want to see that again? All right. I don't know how many people use a dikes like this to strip wires, but I do it all the time. You have to have a gentle pressure, because if you go too much, you go, oop. Some insulation works better than others for this. Now, we're going to count the times that we've done it right. Well, at least put the stuff on first. 1. I don't really need a color. Let's just do this goofy blue. And I can count the times I've dumped this out, and that's about 3. You know how annoying it is to pick them off the floor and unsort them and resort them, and yeah. Now it's also easier, probably can't see what I'm doing, if you put these on before you strip it, because then you don't have to worry about stray wires. But there we go. Now let's check the voltage on there. We should have our 12 volts on there. That wouldn't do it. This would. 12.29. All right. That's good. Let's take this. That don't have to be held there anymore. Hold this one. We take this. You know, I do have more than one arm here. Hey Doc, bought this off your products page, by the way, I think. Or at least used your Amazon link. Professor? No. To tell you the truth, streaming scares the crap out of me. That's why I haven't done it really yet. I don't mind if I can just wander around and talk about stuff. But if I gotta sit here and try to keep everything running, Doc, I don't know how you do it. This is not fun. There. And I gotta talk to you, Doc, about Restream. I didn't get it right, so I gotta figure out what I did wrong. I think I know though. I'll ask you offline. So, see how I took them and I nested the wires like that? That makes a really good joint. Right. That's why I didn't twist these. Normally, if I'm going to pre-solder, I might twist them. But on here, I want to nest the wires into each other. And just go like that. You know, This is the first time I've really used this helping hands for this. That makes it so much easier. I always try to hold it. And I'm like, yeah, okay. That looks fantastic to me. And when you're soldering, I always get a little bit of solder between the iron and the sting, and then just let it sit there and heat. And then after you get that little bit of solder, it gives you a good connection, heat connection to the part, and then from then on you put only solder on the part, and only enough that you need, like that. Okay. Like so. Let's start with this one. It's cooler. Like that. A little bit fat. I could take a iron and touch it again, but I don't really want to. Got too much solder on is what happened. I'll give it a little crush. I'm not talking a lot of amps here, so that is fine. All right. One thing I don't like about that thing is it looks like it crushed the wires there a little bit. This thing. I have to find a way to gentle that out. I'm not going to hurt anything, but I just don't like it. Okay. So now we have essentially what we had before. Before we had a 12-volt stack like this. In series with a section of it, it had this fuse. Crap off there, it's this tape. And the positive was to negative on one side. The positive was to negative on one side, and the other side you have the plus and the minus. That here, yeah, here, plus and the minus that came off and went to the device. So I just need to make sure this is inside. It's the temperature monitor. Take this and twist it up a bit so it kind of holds itself together. Twist it, pull it. Gives it a little bit of a body there. I can do a little more. I don't really need a tie wrap on there, but you could put tape or tie wrap on this end for that. And I'm going to tape this later because I don't know that I have to tape here. So I'm going to put a piece of electrical tape around this. This needs to sit between the batteries, like so. This can be anywhere because it's not temperature dependent on this. So for purposes of where we're at, I'm going to, I think this is just a thing that you put in here to keep the batteries in place. I'm going to grab this. I'll get this out of here for now. It's probably to keep the batteries from banging onto the power plug. So let's get the power plug back in there. So let's see if it works. I think I just banged the mic. Sorry, guys. Tylenol. Let's see. Grab a new cup. Oh. Yeah, that's the thing with pill crushers. You get mess everywhere. You're making powder. Alright, there's that. Where's my top? There's that. On. Turns on. Can't see it. Turns on, right? Can't see that. So that's on. Let's push it. Rear. That's the speed that you want. Rear. So that's a fully charged battery. And that's a battery that should last a little better than the one that's in there. Let's see what the stuff looks like. When you got more speed up like that, it does grind better. No. Doesn't matter because it's auto white. Yeah. Maybe you can see it better. Down here. See the powder in there. So awesome. Let's put this thing back in there. Like I said, I think this being in here keeps the battery from banging up against this. So lay on one battery. Put in the temperature sensor. Lay down the other battery. Tuck the wires in. I said I'm gonna tape this all up later. But you didn't see, did you? Got one battery in. Got this in this setting in there for now. We'll tape it. That, and then we're gonna tuck the wires. Very neatly inside. Completely orderly. Just like factory. Get in there. And then we're going to find the cover, which I, of course, lost. Of course I lost it. I mean, how far can things go? I think I need a cup of coffee. Hmm. Ten times higher quality? I don't know. It's only 720. And I know it's 720 because I tried 1080 and it crashed. And it crashed. And it crashed. And I couldn't figure out what was going on. I see it drop a few frames, but yeah, not 10 times better, but okay, I don't even know where the cover is. So we'll pretend the cover's on. Yeah. See? Perfect. Where did the thing go? Ah! There it is. I thought I was looking for something white. It's blue. Alright. So I started this stream with something fairly easy because I didn't know how well I could handle stuff all at once. But this is something that my family member needs and needed to be fixed. So I thought I would fix it. Man, that's distracting. Delay. This screwdriver isn't the right screwdriver for that. This is fat, that's not. Maybe this will work better. Yeah, this is straight. It'll work better. There. And there we go. More junk coming out. You can kind of see what it does. This comes up, and as it hits resistance, it'll crush the pills. It'll only go up so far against this. It's kind of how it works. Let's make sure it'll take a charge. This is it's got an 18-volt charger to charge the 12-volt batteries. So let's turn it off. There it is. It's not off. I can see what it does again since I pushed it by accident. But that's the action that does the grinding. Does the grinding of the pills. Alright. Off. Hold it. It's off. Put on the charger. And the charger comes on. So it's charging. I didn't have it on very long, but it's not melting or smoking, so that's good. All right. I'll show you my shirt. My wife made me this shirt for Christmas. She says, how come you're not wearing your shirt? How come you're not wearing your shirt? You don't ever wear your shirt. And I'm like, yeah, I know, because one, oh, you can see it this way. Oh, you can see through it. It's that's green. I told her it was going to look funny. But yeah. Got this thing. I've actually had this for about 20 years or so. We used to go to trade shows and stuff, and you sit there and you push the buttons and make it go. It's very, very annoying, but I got it going, so I thought I would use it today. Want me to go over the soldering gear? Okay, I could do that. Let's see. I do have a video on it. So let me bring up the video. There's a video, but I'll bring up my webpage where the video is. This is it, and I break it down pretty well in there. There is a link here if you want to see it on Amazon, and it does have Dr. Z's affiliate stuff on it. I don't have an affiliate yet, so I just give all my affiliate recommendations to the doc. So how can I show you this? Let's see. We'll figure this out. I gotta figure out which. I'm gonna be tipping you around here, so sorry about that. But here we go. Desk work. There's the soldering iron. It's got a SMD blower. You pick it up, it comes on. Let's stop shaking. Maybe. I got it set to, I guess, 283, but you can adjust the temperature here with these clicks. I don't want to melt something, but you can adjust the temperature. That's the temperature of this. I got three different tips for it. Put it in here. It shuts off. And then the soldering iron, you kind of see it in the picture, but that doesn't have a display on this one, but it has a setting. And like, you know, that I had it about 360, 370 because I was soldering some that stuff that goes in between batteries, a strip bar. So I'm going to disable this, and I'm done with this, so I'm going to turn this off. I also have it on a isn't that nice? Nice mess. Where are we here? I have it on a salted strip here. And this is taspetized. So like if I want to turn off the first one, give it one click. If I want to turn off the soldering iron, 1, 2, 3, and then that goes off. If I want to turn off the light. Oh, no, that's the power supply. Turn on the power supply. No. There we go. I'm going to be building a new power supply. I don't like that one. It doesn't have a lot of current. It's very precise and nice, but I don't want it. Anyway, before you guys get sick, let's do let's do this. So that's that. Let's get back to the chat, see what I can see. Yeah, well, that's fine. Yeah, I did that recently, even though I bought this like a year ago. I bought it. Here's what happened. I bought it a year ago, and I shot the video of opening it, and I'm sure Dr. Z knows what I'm talking about here, but I got the video footage all cut, and I'm just like, great, and then I started using it. I actually use it in some like the Christmas tree video and some other things over the last year, but it wasn't available on Amazon anymore. So I finally found it again. I found out it was available again, so then I put out the video, and I found some links at Banggood and some other places. It's a pretty common thing. This is the cheapest one I could find, though, because like on Alley, it's like, I think $40 maybe. It's probably a little more other places, but it's got all those tools. So, you know, so what I need is more tools because I can't even find them. No, they're up on the wall over there. It works great for heat sink. I do have probably a year ago again, I was flashing an iFan 03, and they're like $20. But in my infinite wisdom and expertise, what'd you call me before? The professor? Yeah. I put 5 volts into it. So I fried the ESP, I'm sure. I think the rest of the stuff on the circuit is going to handle it. So I bought an ESP8285, which is surface mounted in there. And so I'm going to, one of these days, one of the next, it's probably going to do it on the stream, I think. I'm going to replace that and see if I can make it work again. You know, the ESP chips were like, I don't know, $5 or something for 10. So, okay. I thought it would make good content for a stream. We'll see. We'll see if it works again. If it don't, I was about this close to, it's got the 3 relays in there, right? And I got an outlet strip that I can just, I was going to like cut it up, put in maybe a Node MCU or something, and then run those 3 relays or 4 relays to the to make an outlet strip like the one I have here. So I was just going to like ignore the front end of it, just use the relays. So if that would be something else to do if it doesn't, if I can't get that solder. But that'll be my first time soldering SMD. I got some solder on the way. I don't have any solder for it right now. So, but yeah, the SMD blower for the heat shrink is just awesome. Anything else you want to talk about, guys? I'm going to. I'm fast running out of things to say. This is kind of my test stream and a little project I thought you might like. You can see my printer. Just my printer set up. It's right there. It's hiding underneath the pills we just crushed and some filament. But there it is. Usually you see it through the eyes of this camera and Twitter, because everything I print I feed to Twitter. So I got some stuff to print, but I got to do some modifications to it because the stuff that we sell, I like to put my little dancing guy. This guy. Nice, huh? Well, yep, I agree, but it is Super Bowl Sunday, so that's why I tried to do it a little early. Maybe some of the people in Europe would see me because I'm a little earlier. So, yeah, that's that's what I got today. I'm gonna see if I can get the chat to come up on the up onto the screen next time. So, how long has it been? It's been an hour. I think hours are good for a first stream. If you guys don't have any other questions, I'm probably going to bow out. Thanks for watching. Appreciate it. Don't forget to hit the subscribe, the clear subscription there. And I think that's going to be it. Thanks for watching. Bye.